Hey everybody, hope you're doing well, being safe, and having a good old time. We were invited by Board&Dice to talk about diversity and inclusion. So that's what we're going to do today.
So in this presentation, we're going to define what diversity and inclusion mean.
Now, we will discuss 6 key areas of diversity and 5 key areas of inclusion. But hold on now, hold on. For those that don't know us,
I'm Starla.
I'm Mick.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah! I hope you know us, family, because we here in the house. Yeah.
So welcome to our presentation.
What's going on?
Of what diversity and inclusion really mean.
Yes. Because family, we need it so much. So we can really turn this hobby of ours around. Let's do it.
Because of diversity and inclusion, or the lack thereof, that's why we got into the hobby.
That's right.
We started our channel, we started on social media a couple of years ago. And we did it because we were going to gaming events and going to different gaming stores and never seeing people of color. And we were like, people of color, people like us, we love board games.
Yeah.
We love playing them. We grew up playing them. And we thought, you know what, this hobby needs a little more diversity and inclusion so that we can all feel welcome and all feel like we have a place in this hobby.
And we're talking about, safe spaces for everybody. Inclusion for everybody. And also representation in board games and everything else, in publishers and all that stuff. We just need to see more of everybody under the big tent we call tabletop and hobby games.
Because as they say, representation matters, and everybody wants to feel included and want their presence to be known.
Yes. So now we're going to really kind of dig deep into it so everybody knows what's going on with it. So let's start it off for us now.
All right. So let's talk about, what do we mean by diversity?
Yeah.
Diversity is about what makes each of us unique. Diversity includes our backgrounds, our personality, life experiences, beliefs, and all the things that make us who we are. Diversity is also about recognizing, respecting, and valuing differences based on ethnicity, gender, race, religion, disability, and sexual orientation.
Yeah.
So next, we're going to find out more about the 6 key areas of diversity.
Here we go.
Here are the 6 key areas of diversity. 1. Race, culture, and ethnicity. The ability to peacefully coexist with people of a different race, color, culture, and or language, and being accepting of others who don't look like you is an important part of diversity. 2. Sexual orientation / sexual identity. Being accepting of others regardless of their sexual orientation or sexual identity. 3. Religious and spiritual. Religious and spiritual diversity is understanding that there are significant differences in religious beliefs and practices. Being able to respect religious diversity strengthens our communities and promotes tolerance, respect, understanding, and equality. 4. Gender / transgender. Gender diversity is equitable or fair representation of people of different genders. Accepting and using the personal identifiers such as him, her, they, or them facilitates diversity. 5. Disability. Understanding that each individual is unique and recognizing and embracing those individual differences regardless of physical or mental limitations. 6. Generational. Generational diversity is the concept of having a wide range of generations in society and knowing that each generation brings value to the hobby and society at large. Well, that's what diversity means.
Yes.
It's just about being inclusive and honoring people regardless of race or creed or ethnicity, and just knowing that what they bring to the table matters.
And we're just saying, don't be comfortable with just folk that just look like you. You want everybody in there because we all contribute something to the table. Everything.
Yes.
The table, publishing, designing of games, because we bring in fresh ideas, new ideas of different themes that of cultures that we don't even have in our gaming community right now.
Yeah, everybody has value.
Yeah.
Everybody has value. Their thoughts have value. Their presence has value. And that's why we have to respect the diversity of others.
Because we want to see representation definitely in games. People that look like us in like in the games.
Yes.
In the games that we pull off these shelves, we want to see us in them, on front of it, inside, everywhere, and also our themes and our culture and everything.
And I know some people say, well, you guys got into board gaming without all this diversity. That's true. But we knew we had to overlook the fact that we were not represented.
Yes.
We just overlooked it. We got into the game. But it still mattered to us. It bothered us. It's like, why can't we see a game that has people of all colors, that has women, that has people of all ages? Why do we have to see a game that's homogenous, that only has one person or one type of person or one race of people? And so that bothered us enough to want to do something about it.
And then, also just seeing that, we would like, it's some communities that don't know anything about this, these games.
That's true.
And we definitely want those folk to be touched. And so we can bring them all in.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people we've talked to, they never even heard of some of the games we play. And I know that they played games as kids. They want their kids to play games. And to have a new option, or something else to look at, something else to sink their teeth into and have fun with, would be just as important to them as it is to you.
Yes. So now we're going to talk about inclusion. What do we mean by inclusion? So here we go. Inclusion is seen as a universal human right. The aim of inclusion is to embrace all people irrespective of race, gender, disability, medical, or other needs. Now, it is about giving equal access and opportunities and get rid of the discrimination and intolerance. It affects all aspects of public life. So here's Starla to let us know about the 5 key areas of inclusion.
The 5 key areas of inclusion. Access. Access explores the importance of a welcoming environment and the habits that create it. It's about what people experience when coming into the hobby, but it's more than physical. It's also about the feel, the environment, the culture that's in the place that you're in. So it's important to explore what access really means in the physical and non-physical environment. Attitude. Attitude looks at your willingness to take meaningful action to help facilitate diversity and inclusion. So ask yourself, what are you willing to do to actually make it happen? There's a difference in desire and action. Wanting to be inclusive and actually doing something about it are 2 totally different things. It's more than just being positive or accepting. It's about having a willingness to do something. Take action. Communication. Communication looks at the way we let others know about our hobby. Are we hiding our light under a bushel and only sharing it with people who look like us? Or are we seeking out others and inviting them in? Communication is about what we are sharing and with whom we are sharing it with. Policy. Policy is about holding yourself and others in the hobby accountable for being inclusive. It's about saying and believing that inclusion is important. It's about finding ways to address the lack of inclusion and defining what inclusion really means for ourselves, others, and the growth and improvement of the hobby. Opportunities. Here is where we explore what options are available for people who have been overlooked and people who are from disadvantaged backgrounds. Opportunity includes choice. What choices are being made available to others who don't look like me? What advantages have I taken for granted that others haven't had the opportunity to even consider? How do I make things better? So that's what inclusion means.
And really, inclusion is to let us, not only bring us to the table, but let us talk.
Yes.
Let us talk. Let us communicate. Let us get into the action so we can do some things.
Yeah, it's more than just using our face or
Yes.
our race to market a product, just having a picture of us out there, but it's also giving us an equal opportunity to make decisions about that product.
Yes. And I want to see, more programs, not just go to high schoolers or go to, elementaries and stuff like that, but go to historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs or other colleges, and and also into like communities that are never really touched by this hobby, and talk to them so we can bring in more people of color into it. Because like I said before, it's a lot of communities that never heard of these games, don't really know what's going on. So and that's all about marketing. That's about getting to them, talking to them, using the effort to really get out there and communicate. Communicate.
And
we got to communicate.
Also, diversity and inclusion as a rule means more than just giving something to people of color. Everybody that's people of color are not underprivileged.
No.
They're not all in need.
No.
There's a saying, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. You don't have to spend so much time trying to give away the fish. Teach us how to fish, market to us, talk to us, invite us in, give us a place at the table, and then that way we can be here for a lifetime and can enjoy this hobby just like everyone else.
And I think every publisher is looking for new customers to put your games into hands of new customers. Then hey, use some money, use some time, use some effort, and market to those communities that you never talked to before. And that's where you get your new customers. Then out of that, we get the new designers. And out of that, we get the new publishers. And out of that, we grow this hobby bigger than it ever was before.
Exactly.
Yes.
But also inclusion, most importantly, means communication.
Yes.
Communicating with us and letting us communicate back so that our visions and our values can be heard and incorporated into the games that we play.
Yes.
It also includes having policies in place that will reach out to people of color, reach out to women, reach out to people that don't get reached out to on a regular basis. This is something that we have to do as a hobby and as a human race to make sure that everybody is included.
And I think that's when you get the access and then also the opportunity.
That's right.
You give us the access, people of color the access, and we get the opportunity to do some stuff.
That is correct.
We have just a little bit of it, but we need so much more of it. So much more.
And we need everybody to get out there and try to make a change. There's another saying, each one, reach one.
Yes.
Each person needs to go out and reach somebody else in order to make this change happen. It's not just going to fall on one person.
That's true.
Or one publisher or one group of people. All of us have to work together to make sure that diversity and inclusion happens.
So everyone, this is a team effort.
It is.
Everybody got to get on board with this and push forward so we can really expand this hobby and really bring in the diversity and inclusion, because I think that's the key. The key to a lot of our issues, because this hobby is a microcosm
of society.
And if we can get this right, who knows what we can do for society.
But you can look at society now, and what would it be like if we didn't have such diverse, beautiful talent out there? If we didn't have rhythm and blues, country music, rock music, jazz. We have all these different things. We've got, basketball and soccer, and we have all these different things that different cultures have played a part in making successful and making people enjoy and giving people an opportunity to be a part of. We want those same things in the hobby.
Yes.
Our world is so much better because everybody has had a chance to bring their culture and their talent and their input to the table.
And I really did. That's some real good stuff. That's real. So hey, we probably talked your ear off enough and just letting you know what's going on. But we hope you really opened your hearts and your minds to what we're talking about. Because we need so much. We need so much to be done, and we need to move that needle, folks. We need to move it. So, family, hey, we're gonna wrap it up now. So,
the last thing we want to say is that.
What do you want to say?
The last thing we want to say is that. And diversity and inclusion is an important thing.
Yes, it is.
And we hope that you can see the importance in our little presentation. Hope it was clear. But please, take it seriously and know that there are people out there who want to enjoy this hobby just like you.
And want to learn about this hobby. And there's so many people that don't know about it.
That's
that, man, we could change some lives out there.
And they can have a lot of fun like we do.
Yeah, have a lot of fun. But we also want to say again, Board&Dice, thank you so much for this opportunity. And we are so proud of you of really doing this and really want to move that needle.
That's right.
That's really, really cool. So we're really proud of them, and really we love working with them too. We do. We love working with them. So that we're really so happy. Now, Starla, in this world that is so strange and so crazy, and we want to say, hey, Gen Con, how you doing out there? Where can they find OFPG?
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right here on YouTube.
We're not on YouTube. We're with Board&Dice.
That's right. Not right here on YouTube with Board&Dice, but you can find us on YouTube. And if you're in Omaha, Nebraska, you can find us on Cox Channel 22 on Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. and Tuesdays at 4:30 p.m.
We are local, y'all. Local Omaha, Nebraska.
Yes.
And we definitely want to say, hey, from Omaha, Nebraska, we love y'all.
Yes, we do.
Be safe. And hey, we want to hear from you. All right. Love you guys.
Bye, everybody.